Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is Dazzie's comic book haul episode 88, and I've amassed 21 books in the last couple of weeks. Nothing too spectacular, but some really high grade silvers to finish with. And you know me, it's all about the keys. Various sources, eBay, LCSs. I went on a little tour to Western Supermare and I picked up 9 very cool books for just £8. So let's get into those books. Now, if you do like what you see, please subscribe to my channel. It would mean the world to me. I'm bringing out a lot of content most days of the week. So those of you who follow my channel will recognize that of late, me and my boy Ethan have really been getting back into our Star Wars. Yeah, Uncanny Ethan was once an X-Men collector. He's now moved on to Star Wars. And a couple of books I showcased in my hot book alerts. First up, we have Star Wars Bounty Hunters. And this is issue number 1. And there were 3 new bounty hunters in this issue. The main one being the first appearance of Nakano Lash. And Nakano Lash is the mentor of Belert Valance. Now this is the regular Lee Bergamo cover. There's a copy for myself. Here's a copy for Ethan. And as well as that, I picked up the Carrere Andrews Boba Fett variant, which is gorgeous. I nearly went with the 1 in 10 movie variant. And that's still on my radar if I can find it at a solid price. There is a 1 in 25 and there is also a gorgeous 1 in 50 which shows the new bounty hunter in the reflection of Boba Fett's mask. So look out for that. And to go with that hot book alert, I also made one on the future of Star Wars and the High Republic. And I showcased this book, and that is The Rise of Kylo Ren from Star Wars, issue number 3. This is the first appearance of Avar Kriss, a female Jedi from the High Republic era. She is a blonde lady, spoilers, and she appears in a holocron. There are various new books coming out at the end of the year, showcasing the High Republic, which is set 200 years prior to the Phantom Menace movie. So I think, from what I've been reading, that is the direction that Lucasfilm will be heading into. And we'll be getting a ton of new characters. It's basically like there's basically like a round table, like the King Arthur days, where the Jedis all sit round back in the day. Picked up a copy for myself, and of course one for Uncanny Ethan. So I was meant to have a con on the 21st of March. This Saturday, and it of course has been cancelled by the virus. Please stay safe, everybody. We're all going to be in isolation soon, I believe. But I picked up this book because one of the artists there was a guy by the name of J.K. Woodward, and he did the artwork to this issue, and this is X-Men Origins The Beast. Pretty cool cover there. I was just going to pick this one up for him to sign. But it has been postponed back to the June, so hopefully I can still get that signed then. Now, I'd never understood why I got this so cheap, but it's one of those books I didn't read the fine print, and there is sellotape on the spine. But what did I pay for this? Just £2, 2p. Oh, while we're at it, I paid £3.74 for that X-Men book and cover price for the Star Wars books. But yeah, I paid £2, 2p for the New Mutants Special Edition, issue number 1. And this is the first appearance of some Valkyries, Mist and Axe. And also the first appearance of Brightwind, the winged horse of Danny Moonstar. Of course, we're getting the New Mutants film, but it has been put back again due to the virus. Also the first appearance of Prince Harami and Prince Kindra and Harold Jacobson. So the reason I picked this one up, Mist is supposedly going to be appearing in the MCU, quite possibly as Valkyrie's lover, in the future. So look out for this book, guys. Don't overpay. It's usually around about £10 for this book. Talking of movies, my cinema was cancelled today, but last night I took my daughter and we went and watched The Bloodshot. What did I make of Bloodshot? Well, it was okay. You know, it wasn't terrible by any means. So I'd give it a rating of about 6.5. My issue is that Vin Diesel is more wooden than Pinocchio. Yeah, not a fan of his acting. But there's some good action sequences, and I thought on the whole, the special effects were pretty cool. So this was a great find. Talking of movies, there was of course an Eternals movie coming out, and in that movie we're going to have something quite significant, and that is going to be the first MCU gay relationship. And one of the characters obviously that has been highlighted as being in this gay relationship comes in this book, Eternals issue number 1. And this is the first cameo appearance of Phastos. And Phastos is going to be the gay character. And he, of course, going to be in the Eternals movie. We've also got the first appearance of Kariak-Max, Deviant, and Cataphracts, and Corypheus, who is an Eternal. I only paid £1 for this. This right now is a £20 book. So delighted to pick this up in Planet All Stars in Gloucester. So I made a trip to a Western Supermare, and I hit up the two shops, the Imaginarium, and I think it was M&T Games. I've done pretty well over the years there, but this time bone dry, and I was gutted. And I went to the third shop that I went to, and it wasn't there anymore. But it did give a new address, so I walked. I've used my tracker and like a good hunter, and I found the shop, and I did okay. I picked up 9 books for £8, and that basically worked out at 89p a book. So the first book I picked up was just a flip, John Carter, Warlord of Mars, issue number 13 in good neck, nice Bronze Age book. Do love these covers. Then I picked up this one. This one goes for between 5 and 10. This is Marvel Age issue 2, and it's an early preview of the Alpha Flight team. And then the books I kept. So of the 9 books I kept, what did I keep? 6, I think. No, 5. Picked up this one from my Doom Patrol run. Nothing significant, but just a book in nice condition. Doom Patrol issue 16. Love that Grant Morrison stuff. Then I picked up a copy of this, Checkmate, issue 25. And this is the first appearance of the second Gravedigger, Tyson Sykes. And why did I pick up this? Well, Tyson Sykes, the Gravedigger, is going to be appearing in the Black Lightning TV show. Now, I paid £4.36 for this copy on eBay. And while it was coming through eBay, I found another copy in that shop for 89p, so go figure. This was a lovely find, and it was a surprise find for me. I like to, well, I'm hunting, check eBay quickly what they're going for, like most of us probably do. And I was surprised to see this book going from around about £20. And the book in question is John Carter, Warlord of Mars, issue number 18. Again, in very nice condition, nice Bronze Age book. But why is this one hot? Well, this is the first published work, believe it or not, by Frank Miller at Marvel Comics. And that is the interior pencils on that issue. So that's pretty cool. If I was ever to meet the guy, get it signed, Daz. Very unlikely though over here in the UK. I showcased this book a little while ago in one of my hot book alerts, and this was an upgrade. So it was a nice find. Again, for 89p, this book's going from between 15 and 20 right now. We got Truth, red, white, and black. Yeah. This is the first appearance of Isaiah Bradley, the Black Captain America, injected with the super soldier serum prior to Steve Rogers becoming Captain America. And it's also got the first appearance of Faith Bradley. Now, they are thinking along the lines of that Isaiah Bradley is going to introduce Eli Bradley, who I think is one of the young Avengers, if I'm not mistaken. And the actor who's going to be playing as Bradley is the guy who plays Martian Manhunter's dad in Supergirl. And he voices Martian Manhunter in the Justice League Unlimited, I believe. This was a book I nearly paid 10 to 15 quid for online. And like I say, 89p, I've managed to find it. Great issue. This is a lot of MCU spec as well. The book in question, Ghost Rider issue number 1 from 2011. I've read this book. It's a good issue. This is the first appearance of the third Ghost Rider, Alessandra Jones, a Mexican-American woman, and she is rumoured to be appearing in the Blade movie, believe it or not, which would be fantastic. It's a Fear Itself tie-in. It's a regular Adam Kubert cover for 89p. Again, like I say, a £15 book at the moment. And why didn't I find 2? Yes. 2 for the price of 1 for Dazzie. Happy days. 89p a book. Can't go wrong. So that leaves 4 books in my to show you guys. And, you know, I'm trying to really improve on my Silver Age collection. I want higher grades. Fine has to be really the minimum now. Now I stuck a last minute bid in for this book. Now this, don't get me wrong, it's not a book I was after. It had been on my radar, and I kind of wish I hadn't bought it because it's not a key. But it is in such gorgeous condition that I think I might have to keep it in the PC. To get this slabbed, it would go nicely, I think. The book in question, I paid £13.82 for, is Tales to Astonish, issue 85. And mark my words, the seller had it as very fine. I'm a harsh grader, and I find very, very little wrong with this, guys. Look at that spine. Sorry about the glare on the Mylar. But guys, this is a beautiful book. Beautiful book. So yeah, happy to add it, I guess. Like I say, I thought it was a book that had key in it. I thought it was a first appearance of somebody. It wasn't. But being such a gorgeous copy, stunning whole cover, might have to stay in the PC. And then a book that arrived yesterday. Like I say, I've got an encyclopedia, and if I find the book in Fine Plus now, I don't mind paying a little bit of coin for it. To be fair, I didn't pay much at all for this. It was, I think the guy had it on for, was it £10? £10, something in that region. And I offered £8.50 and he accepted. The book I picked up, very nice again. Adventure Comics, issue 327. Look at this again, guys. Now the only issue is, we've got a tiny little, I don't know if you see it, a tiny little corner crease down there. But besides this, guys, I've cleaned it up. It was dirty. It's a gorgeous copy. And why did I pick this up? Well, this is the first appearance and origin of Timberwolf. Brian Londo, though he is known, of course, as Lone Wolf in this issue. Timberwolf has appeared in several comics. So happy to tick that one off now. Now, something I like to collect is movie tie-ins. If there's been a movie made about it, I like to find the comic. If a person has appeared, for instance, at the moment I'm going through my X-Men collection, and it's pretty much very significant now, and I've been tracking down any X-Men that's appeared in either live action or animated, and I've been picking up their first appearances. I've got some to come from my next haul. But I'm pretty much, other than the huge books, the early X-Men books, anything from the like 120s onwards, I'm pretty much set. But there was a movie that I've had in my collection, and it came from Vertigo Comics, believe it or not. And that movie was The Losers. Yeah, this was an all-star cast in this one. We had Chris Evans, of course, from Fantastic Four, and of course, Captain America. We have Idris Elba, who's going to be appearing in the new Suicide Squad. He was helmed up. Jeffrey Dean Morgan from The Watchmen and Walking Dead. Zoe Zadada from Avatar and Star Trek. There was like I say, a great cast, and it's not a bad movie, this one. So I went and I picked up the movie, the book that the movie was based on, and that was The Losers, issue number 1 from Vertigo. Vertigo Comics. This one is hard to find in the UK, trust me. I've had it on my search for quite some time. I ended up paying £6.50. So like I say, that is from Vertigo Comics, and that is from Andy Diggle and Jock. So why did I show that in my last couple of silvers? Well, the reason I did, I then went back and I booked this in my encyclopedia that has been on my radar for some time, but they've always been ratty for the price. Now I have a gorgeous copy. We're talking The Losers, and I ended up paying £20.95 with a last minute bid for GI Combat issue 138, and this is another stunning copy, guys. Stunning copy. 7-8 minimum. Well, I would say around about a 7.5. I'm very, very harsh with my grades, but I've read this issue. It's a great team. It's the first appearance, of course, of the Losers team. Captain Storm, who was William Storm. Gunner, who was Gunner McKee. Sarge, who was Sarge Clay. And Captain Johnny Cloud. They form an unusual alliance to take down the Nazis. Let's have a closer inspection. There's one tick here. But guys, for the price, I see 8.5s going in slabs for around about 100. So I think I've done okay for £20.95. That's my haul, guys. Short and sweet this time, just 21 books. But there it is, the debut. That's the Key Chaser, YouTube and Instagram. Like I say, please, if you like what you see, subscribe. Here's my Hulk Man and Captain America sponsors for this week. Loads of content coming out, guys. Thanks for your support. See you soon. Bye for now.